this dinner politics has been going on and on. But I started this conversation by saying DK Shivakumar has emerged victorious by dousing all these fires. He spoke to KC Venugopal, he also apprised Randeep Surjewala about it. So, no dinner party by Parameshwara. So, clearly the party and the government, both of them are divided as of today, Satya.
Yeah, hi, Sudhaji.
Hi.
See, Dr. Parameshwar has been very clear that he has postponed, okay, based on the request from the AICC General Secretary, Mr. Surjewala. It is postponed because I have a feeling that on January 13th, there is a CLP meeting which has been organized, where Surjewala and Mr. KC Venugopal also are coming and meeting all the legislatures. So to avoid any confusions, the High Command has said, please don't hold any dinner meetings because either way we are holding the CLP on 13th. Any grievances as such of any of the legislatures can be, or the ministers, since they are also MLAs and part of the CLP, Congress Legislative Party, they can come and put their grievances. So there is nothing much to to be read in this. Normally, all these politicians meet, during
Yeah.
New Year or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course they do. Anyone can meet for a dinner party, but then what do you have to say about Rajanna? When it's not the first time, he has said it many times before. We need, different chief ministers. He's also spoken about presidentship of, he's a very senior leader. He's very close to Chief Minister SIDDARAMAIAH. He said, and I quote him, what is DK Shivakumar's problem? Why is he so upset? Is someone taking away his wealth? The problem, the point very clearly is, Satyaprakash, however much you want to brush it under the carpet, there seems to be a quiet, not quiet, but a loud rebellion against DK Shivakumar, because apart from what was decided in Udaipur, he has been KPCC president for longer than he should have been, although there is no period for it. And also, he wants to be the next chief minister.
I am not authorized to speak on what senior leaders like Mr. K. N. Rajanna and all comment. Very clearly, Surjewala ji and Mr. KC Venugopal has said, asked our leaders not to go into the open. Anything they have, they can easily. Mr. Rajanna can call Shukumar only and tell him, or he can write a letter, or he can bring to the notice of the concerned general secretary whenever the CLP is going to meet on January 13th. So I suggest that no one should air these sort of grievances, especially senior leaders, senior ministers
All
should
right.
not air their grievances in public.
All right.
Is my point of view.
Dr. Baswaraj Itnal, senior journalist and political analyst, is also with us. Dr. Itnal, you joined us just now, but I opened this conversation by saying that it is a win for DK Shivakumar on round one, because I quoted him. He once said, I don't play football, I play chess. So he's doused all the fire about the dinner and said, let's focus on Jai Bhim, Jai Bapu. All this, he said, I am the voice, I speak, others listen.
I think metaphorically he couldn't have been far more accurate than that. That he plays chess and not football. And we have, as far as Siddaramaiah is concerned, he is a champion in mass games, like football. But the point is, right now, whatever dinner meeting or off the record meetings or breakfast meetings which have happened earlier, all these things, let us set aside all these things. But what is the elephant in the room? Elephant in the room is that will SIDDARAMAIAH make way for DK Shivakumar? Very simple. And that too based on the commitment made before the party high command last year. That's all there is to it. Every argument comes and stops there. So what is happening is not only SIDDARAMAIAH and many in the CLP, many of the SIDDARAMAIAH supporters, they do not want DK Shivakumar to come to power ever. Not just after 2.5 years, ever, because their positioning is so rigid. For example, MB Patil and DK Shivakumar, I don't see them working together at all.
Right.
Because they have crossed their swords so often, so publicly, and they are stuck to their guns very, very firmly. So it is very difficult to see both of them working together. Such being the case, MB Patil belongs to SIDDARAMAIAH faction, and there are many others. like K. Rajanna, there are many others
Yes.
who are Siddaramaiah faction. So now the point is, how do you solve this riddle? And that is
Exactly.
the that's a big challenge to the high command.
Yes.
Whether it is a dinner meeting can be organized, called off, people can talk on phone, all that can happen. But eventually, like you said, round one, DK Shivakumar won. Yes, he sent that message. He sent that
Absolutely.
message. Yes, there was a pact between you, me, and the high command. And this meeting, this kind of posturing, it's more of a posturing. This
Right.
kind of posturing does not go well with that
Yeah,
pact.
yeah,
So
yeah,
let
yeah.
us stand down.
Satya, come in.
That's a clear
Sudha,
message sent by DK Shivakumar. Yeah.
Sudha, I don't accept what Mr. Basuraj said, that most of the MLAs feel that, DK Shivakumar ji should not come to power. No, it's far from
Most of
truth.
Siddaramaiah faction,
Our
not most of
KPCC
MLAs, most of
president,
Siddaramaiah group.
one, one second, our KPCC president has put his soul into the party for the last 4 to 5 years, ever since he has come, ever in the dire months of COVID. He is eligible to become the chief minister of this state. But the point is, as on today, there are no vacancies is the point. It is very clear the High Command on more than one occasion has said that there is no power, no agreement as such. But definitely, there are 2 to 3 CM contestants within the party. Anyone can become the CM. Mr. Parameshwara also is eligible. MB Patil ji is also
No,
eligible.
no, no, that's what they are
Like
trying,
that,
but they will
Mr.
not
DK
succeed.
Shivakumar also is
No, no, they are trying. You are right, Satya. They are all, Parameshwara is trying, MB Patil is trying, but none of them have a chance. When the government took oath at that time itself, Dr. Itnal, I didn't know you at that time, or maybe you were not on my show. We were all discussing it. It's a very clear deal. Rotation, SIDDARAMAIAH, after that DK Shivakumar will have to be. DK Suresh has said it so openly. Don't you remember, Dr. Itnal? DK Suresh saying,
Yes, absolutely. In fact, I was on your shows a
yeah,
couple of times, and
yes,
we discussed this. We did discuss that there was a pact, and not only we, the entire media was abuzz, and there were, confirmatory signals coming from political circles as well. In fact, very recently, DK Shivakumar himself has gone on record saying that there was some kind of agreement last year. So that is, unless, if it is not there, then what is the hurry? What is the hurry? What is the need? What is the context of this power show organized by Siddaramaiah himself?
very well
Last
said.
month it was
Yeah, very
last
well
month it
said.
was this kind of a self-respect kind of a
The
show.
High
Earlier to
Command,
that, this was all this. Where is this? Where is the need to
Sudha,
flex
You
muscles?
remember
Sudha,
last
In that
year
context?
when SIDDARAMAIAH loyalists had planned this event in Hassan? One remembers that very well.
Yes, yes,
It
yes,
happened,
yes.
under the Congress banner. I mean, Shivakumar said, no way, bring it under the Congress banner. I don't want you to do it individually. Satya Prakash, I don't understand something, and that being protocol. When he is away on family vacation to Turkey, what was the need for Mr. SIDDARAMAIAH to cozy himself to Satish Jarkioli, who is a very, very senior ST leader, no doubt, but who has spoken openly that he would want to either be the KPCC president or the chief minister, and then Parameshwara also sending out an invite, knowing full well there has been a controversy over the dinner party hosted by Jarkioli. Satya Prakash, what is the need?
see,
If
during Christmas time or New Year, it is normal practice that leaders call people to their home for
Satya,
dinner. There is nothing political about it.
Satya, we are
The
all,
second
you
point,
think we are all little children here waiting for Santa Claus? Come on, we're
see,
talking about
Mr.
smart.
Mr. Satish Jarkioli on numerous times has hosted dinner for so many people. Even Mr. DK Shivakumar also
Okay,
has
then why
hosted
did
dinners
DK
for
Shivakumar go and meet KC Venugopal and complained about it when he came to Delhi for announcing the schemes for Delhi elections? Why did he do that? Just
DK Shivakumar was supposed to go and launch that, Pyari Behan
yeah,
concept
that's
there.
what I'm
It is
saying.
normal routine. It is normal routine that the chief minister or the KPCC president, whenever in
Okay,
New Delhi, is
you
going
are
to meet the
you're
top
doing,
brass.
Satya.
Why Delhi
I
Congress has
don't
no
resent
president?
what you're
Delhi
saying.
Congress has a president, no?
What did you? Yes, Dr. Itnal.
Delhi Congress also had a president, right? Why
Absolutely.
Karnataka president, Congress
Why
president
he
has to
has
go
to,
there and
exactly what I
launch it?
was asking. Dr. Itnal Satya is doing his
That is
job very well, and I
because
don't grudge that. But I want to ask you,
that is
Dr. Itnal, that what is, because this has been going on for 6-7 months. I've done several stories on this Rajanna popping up and down, saying who's this Shivakumar, what locus standi does he have. What seems, I think sooner rather than later, the High Command has to take a decision about this. Even as DK Shivakumar is emerging as one of the tallest leaders, he was involved in the Telangana elections, now in Delhi elections, but there has to be a solution to this.
See, very clearly, let's first address this, issue of this dinner meetings and tea parties. Sudha, I guess you remember the famous tea party of Jayalalitha and Sonia Gandhi
Yeah,
2 decades ago. The following which Vajpayee government fell. So they
yeah.
were not really meeting for, to share a cup of tea anyways. So like this here also, people are not meeting just for a dinner. It is an occasion to, put your head together and work out a strategy, which has happened so. And it's anyway, it has been called back, and I don't know what happens next. But coming back, your question was, I forgot your question. Please, can you repeat that?
Sorry, are you saying
Hello?
some? Yeah, Doctor.
I missed your question. Please repeat the question.
No, no. I just.
Sudha, we need to understand that there is a cabinet reshuffle. There are rumors that there will be a cabinet reshuffle post January 14 Sankranti. There are actually Mr. DK Shivakumar's term as a KVCC president also
We
is
know
over
that,
long
but the
time.
cabinet reshuffle also, but what
So
is really hanging
when-
like a sword is the KPCC
whenever-
presidentship.
yeah.
That is the
See,
most
whenever
important
such
thing.
things,
Dr. Itnal,
whenever
do you see a solution to this? The High
Yes.
Command, yeah, what is the solution,
Now,
sir?
now I remember. See, the solution to this is
whenever
that High Command has to, put its foot down and give a solution here. It is neither DK Shivakumar nor SIDDARAMAIAH. Because what are the bargaining chips of SIDDARAMAIAH? What are the bargaining chips of DK Shivakumar? DK Shivakumar would say, I steered the party towards a landslide victory
Right.
last year under my presidency, under my organizational strategies. I achieved that. Following which, I even delivered Telangana. Now, Siddaramaiah's what is bargaining chip? His only thing is Ahinda.
Right.
I am Ahinda leader. Ahinda, without Ahinda, Congress cannot exist. If you touch me, Ahinda, you will lose Ahinda votes. These are the two bargaining chips. And the party high command, in its wisdom, last year gave Siddaramaiah a second chance to be
Yes.
CM for whatever reasons. It's a
Okay.
second chance. He had already had a stint.
Okay.
Though DK Shivakumar claimed that he must be made CM first, they made the Siddaramaiah to be, they allowed him to be CM. Now, there must have been some parlays, there must have been some agreement. It is not just that, DK Shivakumar, you are nothing.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
has to be some agreement. There are some certain terms of all these arrangements.